Where's brunch? We going live. Forget your opinion, it's life from our eyes. Get the burgers that come with the fries. Where Brunch Podcast, come and subscribe. Where's brunch? Plenty of jokes. Brocky and Trina, they speaking on mo. Music, relationships, pop culture. Good food and convo, just send me the low.
We want people to see our beauty.
Yes.
Our beauty.
Our beauty. I love it.
How are you?
I'm ready for vacation.
You ready for vacation? It's coming up.
Yeah. I mean, I know I got a couple of things like to put in the suitcase left and to pack up the swag.
Yeah.
But I need to do the toiletries in there because I picked up the stuff that I needed today. And yeah, I'm ready now. The nails did, hair did, clothes, everything did. You know, I'm ready.
You're looking great.
Thank
looking
you.
Great. I guess I'll trim my nails and file them down a little bit. In my little manicure by myself.
Can I just say your skin is just popping?
Oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Butterskin. You know what I mean? It's not a commercial, but you know,
not a sponsored post. However, if y'all would like to sponsor us,
talk to me, man.
Let's go, Butter. Let's go.
I'm an example.
You look good.
You know, thank you, baby. Appreciate that. Brunch After Dark is after this. You know, let's warm it up a little bit. So we are about to go on vacation next Monday. And we are going to actually miss the beginning of summer. Summer solstice is next Friday.
Oh, we're going to be in Italy for summer solstice.
Yeah, we're gonna miss it with you guys. Is what I'm saying.
Yes.
We're gonna be in Italy, so I figured, a little summer theme. I went, I did a little mix, whatnot, real quick. Hopefully, it's decent enough.
All right.
And we'll see how it goes. I am not a DJ.
Hey,
I do not have a DJ name.
Well, you don't have a DJ.
I am not a DJ,
y'all.
Shout
Goodness.
Shout out to us. Welcome to episode 77 of Weird Brunch Podcast.
Hey.
We made it.
We did.
That mix all right? That worked out?
I like
a little quick summer.
You hit me with the songs. You hit me with some of my faves.
Yo, you said something there. You said something. And I had been thinking about this question I wanted to ask you. Mm-hmm. This is, if you had one artist to listen to, this question was, I think I might have asked before, but I think it's contested now. If you had one artist to listen to for the rest of your life or extended amount of time, just you on an island, blah, 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 between Hiatus Kaiyote and Beyoncé. You listen to a lot of Beyonce now.
I do.
You used to listen to a lot. You still listen to Hiatus Kaiyote, but Beyonce, I feel like they're right there now. I feel like she's right there.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Shout out to Beyonce, you know what I'm saying?
Because there's some songs that I've been feeling like I needed to hear lately, like the Grace Jones song Move. There's a song called Move with Grace Jones that Beyonce has. That is freaking ridiculous, okay? And I played it in the car today 3 times.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
3 times.
Who you picking?
But when I left out the house today, I was just in Hiatus Kaiyote.
Okay. Who you picking? So that proves my point, though. It is it's contested now, because before, I would say 6 months ago, it was Hiatus Kaiyote, no doubt.
Hands
or maybe
down.
Definitely a year ago.
Yes.
Now it's not that clear.
It's funny. I was thinking when I was in the car driving back home and I was playing Renaissance, and I was like, I didn't start fanning out or wigging out about Beyonce really again until I went to the Renaissance concert.
Yeah.
And that totally changed it for me. Like, did I want to see Cowboy Carter? I did. I wanted to see Cowboy Carter in Europe, though. I wanted us to go and see her in Europe.
Lord.
But we are going to Europe. And so we couldn't. It wasn't going to fit. But
Pause.
So I wanted to see her there. I didn't want to see her in the States. And I was like, I really, really, there are just songs now that just click for me. And I'm just like, oh, I want to hear that song. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
Listen, your shower song, your shower music now is Beyonce.
It's Cowboy Carter.
It's Beyonce. All day.
Yes,
all
it
day.
is. There's just different songs that all of a sudden, I played Ring the Alarm the other day. I was like, I ain't played Ring the Alarm. That's from her first album.
Hey, listen, We don't
Yes.
have to have a definitive answer. We'll
can't
keep
answer.
tracking this development
Hiatus
and see how it
Kaiyote.
goes.
I forever love Hiatus Kaiyote. I've seen Hiatus Kaiyote more times in concert than I've seen Beyonce.
Well, you've only seen B once, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And I've seen Hiatus Kaiyote like 4 times.
Yeah. I mean, I understand.
I am a fan. I am Palm. The band. They are an experience. To experience Hiatus Kaiyote in concert is a out of body type of event.
Right.
Yes, and they are my favorite band, hands down.
I know. We know this. Hence the question, because all I hear around here
Moo, 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 moo.
is Beyonce.
This is
Yo, how you doing?
I'm good. It was a good day away from things.
Yeah.
Like, to just like not be in front of the laptop today.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
talked about that last night a little bit.
We did. So it was good. I was driving around Lee County, if that's still all Lee County.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, driving around Fort Myers and Estero.
Yeah.
I felt good.
Got your nails did and all
Got
that
my
good
nails
stuff.
did. I had a mammogram this morning.
You look good.
Thank you.
Yes, shout out to responsibility to wellness.
Yes, wellness.
Got the tatas checked out.
Got the tatas checked out every year. Got to do it. Usually I do it around my birthday, but because we moved,
yeah.
and I had to get a new appointment and get the referral from my primary care before I could just go. So it was in the system.
Just want to let y'all know right now that this is not, we don't have a whole lot, it wasn't a lot going on in the news this week. While there was, not that we don't really want to talk about. So we're going to talk today.
Yes.
We're going to be talking. So talk to people about the dynamic, the task of finding new doctors in a new place.
Oh shit! First couple.
Yeah,
minutes.
it's a little early. It's a little early for that.
It's a little early. Okay, so first of all, we're in Florida, and if for people who don't know, people call this like Heaven's Gate. So there's a lot of old people here who are about to die.
Heaven's Gates. I don't think I was familiar.
My coworkers told me that, like, welcome to Heaven's Gate. When you're trying to get a doctor's appointment, good luck, because they're booked up, because there's so many old people with so many conditions and constantly needing appointments that you're in competition with the older people.
Right.
So I went through this process. I'd signed all my releases at my original doctors in Virginia before I left. Everybody had releases. They were just waiting on me to tell them where to send them to.
Right. Yeah. But you have criteria as well that makes it a little bit more difficult.
I wanted a black doctor.
Right.
Okay. Shout out to Dr. Horsford.
It's not a whole lot of black anything at Fort Myers.
She is thebomb.com.
Yeah.
Delana Horsford. She's
You found one. Your primary, right?
My primary care is a black female.
Okay, shout out to that.
Okay. And she is so attentive. She is so responsive. She is so on top of it. She's communicating with me. She checked in with me about my wellness classes. Like,
Dope.
hope it's going great.
Dope.
And once I found her, it took a couple months to actually get in to see her, because when you're a first time appointment, there's certain things that have to happen in the first appointment, and you can't just come in off the street and like get an appointment next week when you do your first new appointment.
Yeah, they gotta do all types of stuff.
They got to do a physical. They got to do a background. They got to pull your old records and compare it. Luckily, they use my chart here, so they were able to see my chart from Inova in Virginia. So the transfer was very easy on that side. But then it's a little different here because you need referrals for things. Referrals have to be in a system. Like,
That's a location thing, or that's an insurance thing? It wasn't like that for you up in Virginia?
it was like that in Virginia, but they didn't make me like have to physically have the referral.
Okay.
Sometimes the doctor would just send an email to radiology. She needs a mammogram.
Yeah.
Not, you got to physically have the mammogram in the system in order. They got to see it, or you can't go.
Right.
So that was a thing. Endocrinology, a wash. I tried to get an appointment with endocrinology, and it never worked. Every time I was calling them, they swore that they didn't get my records. My endocrinologist is swearing that she sent the records, and I was just pissed. So I found a concierge doctor. Shout out to Dr. Sala. She's amazing. She's my concierge endocrinologist.
That's the one that's not in your insurance and stuff, right?
She is not in my insurance. I pay a monthly concierge fee. I can text her. I can talk to her anytime, any day of the week. She's fantastic.
That's dope. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, for me, I just I've been going to VA. So
yeah, you got it like so easy.
I found a VA hospital. The VA hospital here is way better than the VA hospital in DC. The people are nice. Everybody's just helpful, and you know they are efficient. They call. They set up appointments fast. You know, it's just great to that in that regard, because I did have a crazy. Should I share my dental? I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off. Did you have more?
I was just gonna say I'm still looking for a dental bar / spa. Okay, because
man, we got to move. They don't have that here.
They do in West Palm.
No, we're not in West Palm. We're in Fort
but
Myers.
There has to be something here.
No, it does not have to be something.
Yeah, there is a dental spa here somewhere.
No, there isn't. I bet there isn't. They don't. This place is not. You don't have elevated experiences.
There might be one in Naples.
Maybe, if you're lucky, maybe Naples. I can see that happening. Fort Myers proper, nah.
Okay.
We can't even find a elevated brunch experience here in Fort Myers. We have to go outside of Fort Myers whenever we want to get fancy and have, you know, a bottle of champagne for bubbly and stuff like that.
Yes.
For mimosas and stuff.
I'm used to a certain sort of dentist.
Yes.
Okay. And I've had that dentist for the last 10 years now.
Yeah.
It started in West Palm, where I was going to a dental spa that had massage chairs, and they gave you paraffin wax on your hands and warm blankets and lavender and things.
And the same thing in Virginia.
And the same thing in Virginia. This time it was a bar.
Yes.
So you can get a mimosa.
Or rum.
Or rum or
whiskey.
shots. Whatever.
The place is great.
Or espresso. And so I am looking for the same thing here. I don't want to just go to any dentist.
Don't let your teeth fall out while trying to find a dental spa.
I'm going to call my old dentist in Palm Beach and ask her for a recommendation.
You said when we get back from vacation,
I'm going to do that, because they a whole crew. They got a whole bunch of friends that they all went to dental school with.
Whole bunch of friends. So look, I can't knock you on that hunt, because I found a dentist, right? Well, we were getting ready to go to Egypt, and I needed, this is my 50th birthday. My initial plan for Egypt was to get a grill done. I was going to get a grill made or whatever for Egypt, but I don't know. It just didn't work out, right? Okay. The relocation, I found a place in Maryland and whatnot, but the relocation, blah, blah, blah. So I needed to go to the dentist to get, I drink black tea and it stains my teeth. I have staining, that's a problem and whatnot. However, I needed to get my teeth clean, shiny, bright white for Egypt, for all photos, videos, and in-person smiles. So I found a dentist.
Yes.
Right? You did. I found a dentist. Went to this dentist, and like you said, when you first go to a new place, they got to do x-rays, especially, dentists, they're going to do x-rays, all that stuff. So went in there, everybody, it was nice, you know what I'm saying? 2 little black girls, whatever, the receptionist area. They were nice, got me in, boom, all the joints done. The lady helped me out with the x-rays and everything, good to go, right? So then I had to go to the hygienist, right? So she had to go clean my teeth. This woman comes and gets me, takes me back, right, to the chair, sits me down. Immediately, she asked me, have I heard about Chelsea Clinton? Doge finding out Chelsea Clinton stole millions or billions of dollars from the Department of Education, some nonsense.
Listen.
And I sat there and was like, no. And she was like, yeah, they're doing a great job cleaning up the government and all this other stuff. She starts going straight into the conspiracy theory, right-wing conspiracy theory nonsense. And I'm sitting there like, what in the hell's going on? I want to go in, but I need my teeth cleaned. That's more important.
He better than me, because it would have been a hard stop.
I had to get my teeth
cleaned. Wasn't cleaning my teeth.
It wasn't your 50th birthday in Egypt.
I got you. She wasn't cleaning my teeth, okay? You want to say some crazy shit like that to me?
Listen.
Oh, my gosh.
Hold off, okay? And we're still early. You're doing a lot of...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dropping a lot of bombs. So she gets me in the chair. Not only was she crazy in that regard, she asked me what I she's cleaning my teeth. Now, you know the dentist gonna talk to you while they're cleaning your teeth.
Yes.
Most dentists or hygienists, when they're cleaning your teeth, they're asking like kind of rhetorical questions. They're not expecting an actual answer.
Right.
She's asking me, do I like to read books, and paused for an answer while she's cleaning my teeth. I'm like, I put my hands up like, what do you want from me? Right? She starts telling me about all the stuff that she likes to read. And I'm like, this is crazy. Now, she's cleaning my teeth. I asked her, hey, do I need to take my glasses off? Because usually, take the glasses off, put the shades on and whatnot, and you're good to go because all the splatter and everything. And they usually put the bib around your neck. She didn't put a bib around my neck. She didn't give me glasses. I had my own glasses on. She's sitting there. She had the suction thing, pause, on the wrong side of my mouth. I'm sitting there like, this is not how gravity works. If I'm leaning to my right side, all the slobber is going to run out of my mouth, down my neck to my shirt, which is exactly what it did.
Ain't no way.
I was so pissed. She did a decent job cleaning my teeth. My teeth look, they're all right.
Yes.
When did the Egypt thing, came back, took a little bit of time, but I sat down with the homie.
Chat
GPT. And we wrote up a scathing review of this woman on the internet. So that was my experience. Now I'm stuck because you only get like one set of x-rays and stuff a year. So if I go to a new place, they can't do all that stuff, and I don't want to go back there. I could, because the doctor was great. Everybody was great except for her. Everybody was great. So if they have another hygienist, I'll go back there. But that's my dental story.
You can always ask them for another hygienist, or if I find a dental spa that we can go to, you can just get your x-rays transferred over to the new place.
Yeah, there you go. Just transfer them over and whatnot.
Just transfer them over.
That's hopefully y'all can relate. This is how we opened the pod up. What's going on, yo? What do we start with? What do we want to start with? Do we want to get the rest in peace out of the way? Okay. Rest in peace to Ananda Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Ananda Lewis. Pardon me. Yeah. BET host, but you can go into that. What she did, all the good stuff.
Rest in peace to one of HU's finest, Ananda Lewis, from California. She passed away after a battle with stage 4 cancer that she had been battling after she publicly let us know that she had it a few years back. And when she had made the announcement, doctors had only given her a couple of years to live.
Right.
She's a mom. She has a son. And,
and she made a decision not to do the traditional
mammograms.
Mammograms in general, right?
In general,
right. She did say that because her mom. She said her mom was going to get mammograms every year and still ended up with cancer.
Cancer.
But the point of a mammogram is not to prevent cancer from showing up, but to detect it early on.
Yes.
And whatnot.
So she had some personal feelings about that.
Yeah.
And then when she found out her diagnosis, she also decided to go against having the tumors removed. She took a very different stance, the homeopathic route. She took the my body can heal itself route.
Yeah.
She took I'm not doing radiation. I'm not doing chemo. I'm not doing any of that stuff.
Wow.
She made that medical decision for herself,
which is to be 100% respected.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Her body, her choice.
Her body, her choice. Yo, you know what I'm saying. But shout out to her, man. Rest in peace to her. I remember her back from the BT days back in the day. It was BT, right? She was on
Teen Summit back
in the day. I couldn't remember.
With Prince Dejour.
Yeah.
With Prince Dejour, as well as going on to have her own talk show during the day, the Ananda Lewis Show.
Yes. Now I saw a clip from that the other day. She was laying on the couch, relaxing, introducing Wu-Tang videos. Yeah. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Ananda was also a VJ on MTV.
Dope, very dope.
So very great, she's aspirational, especially for us ladies at Howard who had aspirations to be on TV, to see someone who came from the same halls and the same dorms as you on TV,
the towers,
and living,
quad.
and being a correspondent and doing all these great interviews and living this great life. And she was also just cool as hell.
Yeah, I never met her personally.
Just cool as hell on campus, like just cool as hell. Just say hi, say what's up. No, oh, I'm a star. None of that. Oh, I can't talk to you. Oh, bodyguards and sunglasses. Right. None of that. So definitely a rough time, rough at Howard right now.
Yeah,
just sad. Everyone is very, very sad about this.
Also, rest in peace to Sly Stone, right?
Yeah,
Sly from Sly and the Family Stone.
From Sly and the Family Stone.
Man, oh man, rest in peace. Do you know how old he was?
82 years old.
82 years old. Let me rock it.
I've never seen him in recency at all.
Yeah,
he's had a lot of influence on a lot of artists. A lot of artists.
A lot of artists during his time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Outside of just hip hop, of course, but yeah, during that time, the funk movement, all that kind of stuff, and he was a revolutionary as well in his music. We gotta watch that documentary.
Yes.
Questlove created a documentary about him. So we should watch that maybe tonight.
Yeah, let's do that tonight.
Pizza and Pinot.
Pizza and Pinot. Ow.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the legend. You know
and the
both
music.
Of those legends.
Listen to the music. Do some research. He has some songs.
Oh, he got joints.
He got some songs.
That's just one right there.
Yeah,
you know
there's some classics. There's some classics that,
yo.
you know.
All right, where do you want to go next?
Do we want to talk about what did we stop doing once you're married?
Who?
What do you stop doing once you're married?
No, let's hit the other joints first.
The blue. I'm sorry. Oh, let's talk about
Wale and Kai Sonnat.
So let's first announce that the BET Awards happened.
Go.
This week, the BET Awards happened virtually, unknown to all of black folks that it was happening.
Until it started, right? Until
it popped on the TV. Like, what's going on with the advertisements? Because they're not running no ads nowhere. But let me just say, in our defense, we don't have cable. That's number one. Number two, we don't have BET Plus. And number three, I don't watch anything that BET has. So I guess I might not know that they were coming on. But all of a sudden, we see snippets the next morning of this 106 in Park stage and performances that happened as a tribute of 106 in Park and the legendary performances that have happened from Ashanti to A. Marie to Mariah to Bow Wow to Sierra, all the great performances that have happened. Oh, T.I.
Oh, T.I. performed too?
They did bring them out.
Oh, nice.
Man, come on. They had some serious performances, and people were actually saying, to our surprise, the BET Awards was actually
They said
great.
It was really good. Yeah, they pulled out all the stuff. Even Kendrick was there.
Yeah, like, go figure.
Yeah. So that's dope. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Shout out to BET.
Shout out are they under new management now?
They're still owned by white people. They're owned by Viacom.
Are they still?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Viacom selling them.
Okay.
I haven't heard it, but I don't be tapped in that much.
Do they got new managers there?
Do they got new managers there?
New managers there or something? Because how did this happen?
I mean, hey man, they somebody did something right. Yeah, I'm hearing nothing but good things about it.
Nothing, but I actually been trying to catch the Mariah Carey performance because this was also a celebration of the 20th anniversary of the emancipation of Mimi, and she performed, and I can't find the performance anywhere on any of
she probably told them to pull it down or something.
Mariah looked like she had a little mommy makeover. She looking good.
Good for her, man.
Anderson got her showing all her gums.
Oh yeah,
and teeth.
Anderson Park. Shout out to the homie over there. Get some beats. So the BET Awards, this little light story and whatnot. But I do have a follow on to it. Wale, Kai Sonnat. Kai Sonnat is a streamer for the old folks who have no clue, right? And that's the whole point of this.
Yes.
But Kai Sonnat is a young streamer. He was walking through the parking lot at the BET Awards, I'm assuming. And Wale, they crossed paths. And Wale kind of said something to him. And Kai Cenat kind of like, he was nice to him or whatever, but fleed him, got in the car. And then I guess he was streaming the entire time.
Of course.
At the BET Awards. Him and Drewski were just going crazy. And Kevin Hart, too. They got a good thing. Kevin's smart. Kevin is smart.
He knows what he's doing.
He's aligned. And so he didn't know who Wale was. So he gets in the car and someone says in the street, in the comments, that was Wale. He's like, oh shoot, I guess that was somebody, Wale? And they're like, Wale. He's like, oh, what does he do? And like, he's a rapper or whatever. Boom, 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 right? So at some point he's back to his seat in the award show. He's talking to Snoop, and Wale comes up to him and tells him, yo, that exchange out there had me looking crazy. Because like I said, he was streaming the entire time. So he can see the comments and stuff real time. He like, they had me looking crazy. He kind of like, oh man, my bad, whatever, and then, kind of fleet him off and get right back to talking to Snoop. Probably was talking business or something. And everybody's like, how does he not know who Wale is, so on and so forth. But us older folks, we need to acknowledge that there is a generation gap. He's not supposed to know who Wale is.
Wale is not that old.
But this is not it's not really a matter of age when it comes to that, because it's generation. Wale is from before. This Kai Cenat is a very young dude. Wale is probably like 30 something, maybe pushing 40.
Okay, Wale is 30 something and Kai Cenat is 18.
He's probably like 22 or something like that.
Okay, that's not that. Wale's songs wasn't that long ago.
Trina, you trying to tell me that there's not an age or generation gap between almost 40-year-old artists and 20-something-year-old?
I didn't even think Wale was that old.
But he's been out for a long time. Wale's been out for at least over 10, well over 10 years.
Yeah, I'm just. I'm flabbergasted that he didn't know who he was, because it's not like Lotus Flower Bomb was not that long ago.
Who was listening to Lotus Flower Bomb? Us. Yes. Kai Cenat, he's a young person.
The whole DMV.
He's a young, Kai Cenat is a young person. He's not supposed to know. As much as we were hip hop heads growing up, loving Rakim, loving KRS, even loving Melly Mel, a lot of those groups, we couldn't name one song. Treacherous 3 and the Furious, this and that and the third, all these people. We didn't really know that like that back then. We didn't really know. I got records over here from 79 from hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking to see how old is Kai Cenat. Like I'm thoroughly, because my kids know who.
Hey Google.
Oh.
How old is Kai Cenat? Let's see what Google says.
He's 23.
He's 23.
How old is Wale?
It's not a matter of how old he is. It's a matter of when his music was popping.
Okay, Wale is 40.
Wale is 40 years old.
It's wild.
It's a generation gap.
But I mean, our rappers, Big Daddy Kane was older than me when I was listening to him.
You're not getting it. It's not just about the age. It's about the time frame as well. Because you look at Rakim and Jay-Z. They're not far off in age. They're very close. I think they might be the same age.
They're very close in age.
But Rakim was out in a time way before these kids.
There's a whole gap.
It's a gap. These kids don't even really rock with Jay like that. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They're like,
who's his parents?
Travis Scott is the best rapper of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Who's Kai Cenat's parents? Like, where's the upbringing? What's going on with these children? Because my child is 22 and my other one is 24, and they know who Wale is.
Yeah, because you were playing it all the time and so on and so forth and whatnot. But, a lot of these young kids, you have to expect one. Let's go back. As a human being, you shouldn't get bothered that someone doesn't know who you are. So if you're getting bothered that someone doesn't know who you are, then you got to check yourself.
I'm a star.
You should know who I am. My G. Jay-Z got on a subway during it might have been Black Album, maybe Hard Knock Life. I can't remember what tour it was. He got on a train and this lady sat next to him and said, "Are you a celebrity?"
Okay. Well, I mean, but that's white
It is, but it's still got. Like, not everybody's gonna know who everybody is.
This is true, so, unless you me and I know who everybody is.
Right. So,
on all fields of genres and everything.
So more with Kai Sonnat. I found something that's dope. So Kai Sonnat turned down payment for appearances like the BET Awards. He said money comes with a certain narrative that you've got to push. That's where it gets dangerous. Shout out to Kai Sonnat for that. That's dope. Because that's true. Like you know, we pay you, we expect you to do certain things. He was like, nah.
I'm not
This is a young black businessman. I love it.
He also turned down, was it Amazon? He turned down a deal for streaming to take his university to.
Yeah, he turned down a bunch of companies for that streaming university thing that he did and raked money. I hope he's really managing his money well, because you know, as these things happen, streaming is gonna get replaced by something else at some point. So I hope he's, you know, he seems like a good person though. He has a good reputation and all that kind of stuff.
He does. His mom is funny too.
I thought, for real?
Yeah, she's come on. I think he's Haitian. His mom has sat on the streaming. She's like clueless to all these things that are going on. With him.
Right.
What is going on here?
Yo, I was just talking to my man the other day, and I was like, yo, I still don't get this streaming thing. Like, they're just literally standing in a space with a camera on all the time and just interacting with people, and I'm like, do old people tune into streaming? Like, are there any older streamers? Like our age? It's all the young kids.
I mean, there were people who were telling me that they were going on, what was that site where they stream on?
Twitch, okay.
Twitch. That people who are chefs and things like that were doing their cooking shows on Twitch, and that it's supposed to be like a really great place for you to get your brand out there if you're a chef or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like you can have the overhead, stream your cooking, whatever you're making.
I can dig it.
But it never. I wasn't making a Twitch page. Sorry.
I don't know anything about it.
Old
folks here.
Hello.
But yeah, shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying, for handling business. Shout out to for Wale for still having stuff to complain about.
Looking at.
Yeah,
you know, Wale has had some classic songs.
He has some joints.
He should have been bigger than he really was, but you know.
Pause. I think he had control of that, and I think he, from the outside looking in, it feels like he focused on the wrong things. He seemed like he just wanted a certain level of acknowledgement and respect that I guess he felt like he didn't get, and maybe he didn't, but just put the music out, bro, because he's a great writer. He's a great writer, yo. He puts joints together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and you know, so I feel like if he would have just, you know, put the joints out, and I know there's a whole business behind it and everything. Yeah. So, you know, maybe he got caught up in the shuffle as well.
Maybach music.
I think he's coming out with a new joint or something. So he made his rounds. He was on a couple podcasts or whatever, and he's been making. So the whole Kai Sonnat thing could be staged. You never know. Could be a rollout, because I think he has music coming out.
Okay, well that's good.
Who knows?
I like his music.
It looked crazy though.
You know.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's do
who's going to jail.
Who's going to jail? What we got?
The Watch Me Whip.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about that again in a little bit.
Okay. What are we gonna do?
Dame Dash.
Okay, tell me.
Damon Dash loses everything. This is baller alert on Instagram. Dame Dash loses everything. Judge orders seizure of his entertainment empire. You know, he has his own network.
Yeah.
He makes his movies in the studio. He makes music. Hip-hop mogul Damon Dash and his company Poppington LLC have been ordered by a federal judge to hand over full ownership of multiple businesses and film copyrights after failing to pay a court-ordered $823,284.71 judgment. The order, issued June 9 by U.S. Magistrate Judge Robert W. Lerberger, includes control of Dash Films, Blue Rock LLC, Dash Films Inc., Blue Rock LLC, Black Rock LLC, and stakes in Lebanon Improvements LLC, Ocean East Improvements LLC, and 1996 Songs LLC, exclusively reported by allhiphop.com. Additionally, Dash must surrender copyrights to 4 films Honor up, too honorable. We went to China and welcome to BlackRock. Unless Dash files objections by June 16th, 2025, these assets will be auctioned by the U.S. Marshal within 180 days, with proceeds used to satisfy the unpaid judgment and any surplus returned to him.
Wait, they taking it and they auctioning it? Who gonna buy it?
I don't know.
Is he gonna get his friends or somebody to buy it back for him?
No, people gonna be like, Jay gonna buy it.
But okay, so I recall that a lot of this is stemmed from he was trying to sell the rights to Reasonable Doubt, his portion.
Yes.
And it didn't sell.
Well, a lot
right?
of it did not sell. It didn't, because I think Jay kind of blocked a little bit.
So
they went to court and
he blacklisted it or something, blackballed it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently, if he would have been able to sell that, he would have been able to just pay off his debts.
That was the rumors. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, it never comes directly from Dame Dash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's people talking on the internet. So who knows? Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was the sentiment.
But I mean, he has been having, Dusko Poppington, and he's been doing the movies and all of this. And I don't know how you say that you're broke if you're doing movies. I know funding, and Lee Daniels paid him back the money that he owed him. And
I think people misconstrue what Dame Dash was saying about being broke. Mm-hmm. He's saying, I use my money to fund all of my projects. Therefore, I don't have any more money left. Mm-hmm. I'm funding my own projects. Yeah. I'm broke.
Right.
I'm pouring my money into my stuff. So, but maybe the stuff is not making enough money for him to pay his debts back. I don't know. I wish the best for Dame. I like Dame. He's entertaining. He's funny.
He's very
he invented the pause game. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dame Dash. I hope the best for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Wild, man. It's just so wild, because you just, one minute you're like way up here, and he's, if you listen to some of his statements, he talks about how he invested and started a lot of other people's very profitable businesses. One being Rachel Roy, his ex-wife's business, and how it's worth however many million that is worth, and he feels like he's due a piece of that for founding it with her and being the creative whatever behind it. So it's just like, man, I remember when he had the child support stuff going on with Tallulah that he wasn't paying for the younger one. And it's just
according to reports.
According to the court announced whatever, that he was going back to court for that. Yeah. So it's just like, damn. Really?
Yeah, it's always something.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Let's see what else we got here.
He was even on Growing Up Hip Hop. I thought he was good.
Who was?
His thing.
He was?
He was on there with Boogie, his oldest son. He's on there, like Peppa is on there with her daughter, Egypt. And it's a bunch of, now they brought the parents, like Master P was on there with Romeo. It's like the only ones who wasn't on there was Run and them. They weren't on it, because remember, they used to have their own reality show on MTV.
Yeah.
So
Run had a little run there doing his wisdom from the tub with the bubbles.
Yeah.
He had a thing there.
That was a great time. Okay.
It was.
Shoot.
Oh man, it's hilarious. Let's see. Oh shoot, this is something that I got, and we'll get into your unhinged news in a minute. Did you hear about that plane crash
in India?
Air India?
The Air India, yes. That one person in seat 11A.
Over 200 people died. One person in seat 11A survived. And my question to you is, if you were in a situation like that with over 200 people on the plane with you and you're the only survivor, what about your life would you change, if anything?
I might go into isolation.
Word.
Because now I'm wondering if death is chasing me.
Ooh, wow.
I would become a recluse. I wouldn't want to be around people. I wouldn't even know how to function. First of all, surviving a plane crash.
Yeah. Burning.
Flames.
Yeah.
Burned bodies.
Yeah.
Plane disintegrating around you and you survived. It.
He's walking out. He wasn't even like up in the hospital bed.
put me in a room somewhere.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go like to a mountain and live in a cabin and be off the grid. I don't want to be around anybody.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think?
Because I don't understand why I was spared.
Okay. Survivor's remorse.
Survivor's remorse. And I would need some time to work out how I can function through this. Because first of all, you're gonna have post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yes, that's a PTSD situation.
You're gonna have
therapy will be needed.
Therapy is gonna be needed. You're gonna be probably terrified to even get in any type of anything, from a plane to a train to an automobile. I'm going to feel like I don't want to be enclosed, confined, anything.
No doubt.
And I would want to be alone. Probably.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo.
I
don't even know if I have an answer to that question, but
yeah,
I probably would be. I would need a lot of time alone for a while.
Yeah, I know 1,000% that I would not want to be around people. No, but God bless him.
Yeah, you know? God bless him for sure. I mean, God blessed him.
Yes, God blessed him.
You know what I mean?
You know, and condolences to the folks who didn't make it. And
let's see. Do you want to get into your Unhinged?
Yes.
Buckle up, baby. It's time for Trina with the Unhinged news of the week. Y'all been out there showing your ass, and we about to talk about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a good day. It's time for our Unhinged news of the week. And first, I'd like to give a shout out to our old place of residency, the DMV.
Hey,
this weekend, they are preparing for the Under His Eye, Blessed Be the Fruit parade.
Oh, Lord. That's what that is? Oh, God. Goomba.
The Handmaid's Tale parade is happening in Washington, D.C. this weekend. President Trump is, having tanks and troops and marching and who knows what else is going on. All over the National Mall, there are barricades up, there are helicopters, and there are tanks, and all of the pomp and circumstance, and paid audience members.
Oh, yeah?
Craigslist actually has advertisements asking folks to participate in the crowd for payment.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that on TikTok. Yes. So good luck to everyone in the DMV.
Listen, that boy right there believes in money talks.
Yes.
Money rule everything around Donald Trump, yo.
I'm just saying.
He's like, I'm not even gonna risk it of people just coming out because they love me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dangle money in front of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay
and they'll
them.
show up.
I'm pay them to be extra seat fillers. Now DMV, don't sleep if the tanks never leave after this. Okay. If he chooses to leave them there permanently for y'all, just know he done locked down the DMV because he might be trying to stay in office and never ever leave.
Quite possible.
Just me. Just unhinged possibilities.
Trina X in the building.
Just unhinged possibilities that could happen. So next up, we've got ICE raids in LA. Well, ICE raids actually all over the United States are happening right now. It's really sad. Families are being broken up. Children are being displaced. Their parents are disappearing. You've got schools being concerned about, parents showing up to pick up kids and parents being snatched away.
Yep.
You've got different states giving quotas for how many people they want snatched.
Yeah.
You've got Miami-Dade saying we ain't about that life. Holla, Miami-Dade sheriff saying that he will not be out here just snatching people. If you're breaking the law, yes, but he's not going to be doing.
Then you have the other sheriff in the other county saying, we will kill you.
We will kill you dead. In Brevard.
If you come out here with that LA nonsense, we will kill you dead.
In Brevard County, he said, we will kill you dead. What did he say?
Did he call it cemetery dead or something like that? I forgot.
He said something at a press conference. Google it. Brevard County Sheriff press conference.
Yo, it's wild, son.
It's wild. So it's just very unfortunate that we are all sitting on stolen land and they are deporting people.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay.
She ain't lying.
All right. Next up, what do we have? Speaking of ICE and deportations, Simon Gabo from Real Housewives of Atlanta was officially released from ICE and deported back to Nigeria.
Damn.
Meaning, also Portia's divorce was granted. She has been awarded $40,000 a month in spousal alimony, and she gets to keep the $7 million house because he's gone now.
Oh God. Dang.
City
Girl. She's a citizen, I'm assuming.
Yes, Portia lives in
Wow.
Atlanta. Portia is one of the cast members of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she's now getting to keep the house because he's gone.
I need somebody to revoke his City Boys permit. It's done.
This is a note.
So go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
Stop going on these housewives shows, flossing, and you know, there's been a few deportations from these Real Housewives shows.
Fame is a hell of a drug, baby. It's a hell of a drug. They said if you self-deport like that influencer did, if you self-deport, then you have the possibility of getting back in. But if you let Trump deport you,
forget it.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Deport them.
So,
We deport them.
oh Lord.
Okay. Next up in the Unhinged news, we have our favorite hip hop artist who is still on trial right now.
Oh shoot! I'm sitting, I be disconnected in between pods. I'm sitting here like, who's she talking about?
I feel like he's highly in the running to be the next Keith Raniere. Do you know who Keith Raniere is? He was the head of the NXIVM cult.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know, he had the ladies and he was branding them, and he had them sleeping with he was sleeping with all of them, and they all thought that they were the only one.
Yeah.
So the latest Jane Doe has been testifying for a majority of the week, and most people have doxed her identity. And she discusses that, you know, her child's father is famous or whatever.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say who it is. They ain't coming for us.
They ain't coming for us. But either way, she's given some really, you know, unfortunate, disturbing testimony about her interactions with him, and even that she had been back with him since 2024, and that he's continued to pay her rent like we developed last week. It's still getting paid, but it might not be getting paid after her yesterday's testimony, where she believes that he liked these rendezvous or these hotel nights because he had some bi-curious tendencies. So she said that on the stand.
Everything I've heard so far has been on some bi-curious nonsense. I mean, if you listen, if you got somebody coming over to a stripper coming over to have sex with your girlfriend, and you walk out in just a Yankees hat or just a burqa over your face, completely naked, there's some tendencies there. Like there's something there. I mean, I understand the cuckold thing. Yes. But yeah, he has some other shit with him.
She also made a statement that they were sharing an escort with another famous rapper and his wife.
Yeah.
So now everybody's wondering what that's about. So apparently there's another rapper who might be into the same thing that Mr. Combs has been doing with his wife.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
I mean, maybe related or unrelated, Kanye West showed up to the court today
and was not allowed to attend.
Well, he wasn't allowed yesterday. I think today he might have got in.
Today he made it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so. He got there. They showed him walking in, and then they showed him coming out.
You coming to support while they airing your business?
Well, wait till you hear from us. Allegedly.
Yes.
Yo, to hell with these niggas, yo.
So that is the end of the Unhinged
show. Shout out to you, man.
Week.
Appreciate you, baby. That was good.
I'm here.
People crazy.
I'm here to do the
Why y'all giving us Unhinged news every week?
Because this is America.
America. So speaking of Kanye, man, I have a question. Has Kanye lost? Period. Meaning, we watched Kanye get himself out of the Yeezy Adidas deal We watched him blow up his Gap deal. He hasn't come with anything. We thought he was gonna come with some sneakers, maybe his own stuff. He tried to, do some stuff, releasing everything on the website for $20 and stuff like that. People getting stuff in the mail that they didn't order. People are getting oddly shaped clothing. Not to say maybe he's making money. I don't know, man. But he has that, and his music has been lacking. Now the album with Ty Dolla $ign was pretty good. I liked the first one. The second one was trash. He came out with his Bully album, which I think he released only on YouTube or something like that, and nobody even paid attention to it. Has Kanye lost, or are we not giving him enough time to turn things around and come out with the things that we thought he would be doing, like fashion and good music and stuff like that? Has Kanye lost? Is he done?
Have we not been giving him time to get it together?
We have.
We give him a lot of time.
Yes.
Since he left the Kardashians, we've been giving him time to get it together, Kanye, and it's all going downhill.
Yeah.
I think, lost what? What's left at this point?
Just not, just is he just not winning? Is he done?
I think a serious rebrand would be needed, and it can't be a Jesus album. It can't be a gospel transitional chorus thing. He's gonna have to go away for a very long time.
Disappear for a while.
A long time.
That's a great point, because if he doesn't, I don't think people have the bandwidth to pay attention to him right now.
And going to the Diddy trial ain't helping.
Right, just go disappear. Dang, yeah, you're right. He can do that. If he disappeared for even just 3 years, and came back with high level music, good to go.
Yeah, he gotta go away. You gotta go away. We right now. First of all, if you come out and you start spewing any of that Trump nonsense, don't nobody want to hear it.
Yeah.
If you come out and you're having these random outbursts, like the stuff about the SA abuse with a relative at a young age, it's looking like he needs to be hospitalized or he needs some treatment. And a great way to possibly do that is to go away for a while. Yeah. Turn inward.
Yeah. Yes.
Turn inward.
Turn inward.
Maybe you and Bianca can figure it out. Therapy. Rehab, whatever.
Yeah.
And we don't even want to know. Just disappear and just be quiet. And if maybe you can be with your kids, and we don't have to see that either. We don't need to see no photos. Just
always talk about that hypothetical scenario of Diddy getting off of in this trial, and if he gets back in the public, if his money is still good, then people are gonna have to answer to him, right? Because he'll retain his power and stuff like that. I wonder if Kanye money is no good out there, because when he left Adidas, he went to to try to get distribution, and he was turned away.
Skechers.
So you know what? Yeah, Skechers
said, "Oh, we get bud."
And so what you said is I think that is I think you are 1,000% correct. Disappear for a while, son.
Yeah. Just off the grid. We don't care. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know what music you working on. I don't want to know who's at your ranch. I don't want to know. I don't want to see no video clips. No nothing. Just nothing.
Just disappear, yo.
We won't even say his name for 3 years.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That would be great.
It would be great, and we'll give him some time probably to just decompress.
Yeah.
From everything, and as far as Puffin is foolishness. Clearly, there are people who are going to court to show their support for him because they're hoping that he's going to get off so that they can get some money out of this and being in his good graces.
I'm sure there's a lot of people doing. There's people doing that for sure.
Yes, there are people who are attending.
He has genuine friends and he has family that care for him. So and he has that as well within his right and their right and whatnot. But I'm sure there's definitely folks who, they're looking at the money.
Yeah, they're looking at the money.
At the bag.
And then Bad Boy. Combs Enterprises is in a shambles as people are trying to figure out what is going to happen with the entire corporation now that the feds are all up in it, and the releasing of information about financials now.
Yeah.
Now there's a question about financials and what he was doing with what money.
All right, we already talked about this. We
we're
moving on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to let's say shout out to Hov and Nas. You know what I'm saying?
For staying out of the press.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Nas, nobody even trying to come after him like that, and
Praise
Hov shut it down real fast.
Praise the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Yes. Shout out to them. All right, so I had a question.
Yeah.
And I think this question can double as our Topic Tuesday this coming week.
Really?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Who are we inviting to the cookout this summer? When I ask that question, I mean, what white people are we inviting to the cookout this summer? Who was invited? And I'm going to extend this a little bit.
Oh.
And say, whose cookout status are we renewing for this summer?
Who's renewed? Who's renewed?
No, let's go first to who's invited.
Okay, I think Brad Pitt is invited to the cookout.
So is Brad Pitt a new invitee?
He's a new invitee.
You think so?
I think so.
You think Brad Pitt is
Brad's
new?
been in trouble for a couple of years. There's been some questions about his sobriety and how he treated the kids. And you can't be messing with kids. You can't be abusive to children and think that we're going to be okay with you. But now he seems to have cleaned himself up and he's doing the Formula One press stuff. He's got the dusty blonde thing again.
Okay, I see.
He's hanging with
He
Damson.
didn't even do anything to get invited. He's just being.
He's hanging with Damson and Idris now. He's doing press. Come on, Brad. Let me get you a plate.
Oh, God. Brad Pitt.
Okay, Brad Pitt.
Who else you got?
I think that Robin Thicke is renewed.
Robin Thicke?
He was at the store.
Does he even live? Does he still live in the town to come to the cookout?
He was at the BET Awards and did the carpet and looked good and gave some good answers like he's working on some music.
Man.
Hey.
Robin Thicke. There is no way Robin Thicke is getting a burger before me at the cookout. Period. Period. Robin Thicke. Okay, all right. I gotta respect your choices. Who you got? Anybody else? Robin Thicke. Who else? Anybody?
I think that given the new election, the runnings and all that stuff.
Okay.
Cuomo.
Oh, really? He just got roasted.
What did he do now?
Somebody roasted him on TV. I can't remember the guy. He might be an Indian guy.
That guy.
Yeah, he roasted. But go ahead though. I ain't gonna shit on your whole thing.
I feel like the state of New York and the city of New York is feeling the warm and fuzzies.
For Cuomo again?
For Cuomo again.
Okay.
So maybe
this is the one that was the governor or mayor, right? Or what? He was a political.
He was on TV.
Not the TV one. The TV one. It's
the one who's running.
The brothers, right?
Whoever's running.
Yeah.
Whatever one is running. I think that he could probably come to the cookout and the mamas is gonna get him a plate.
I think that's controversial. You
don't think the black people?
I don't know. I want to hear from people. I want to see what people say about that.
I think that he could get a plate.
I got some people.
Okay, who you got?
Tom Hardy. Oh. Tom Hardy's invited to the cookout.
Okay. So. Don't he got a rap album?
Maybe so. Tom Hardy invited to the cookout, yo. That's a guy right there. So.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No argument there, I think. I didn't think so.
No.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Who is that?
Look her up real quick.
Is that the chick from the movie we watched with the fence? She got the big doe eyes. Yeah. Is that her name?
The one that was we watched in a couple movies and she was having all the sex in that one movie. Right? Anya Taylor-Joy?
No, that's Michelle, what's her face? Who was having the sex. Anya Taylor-Joy is from Mad Max.
She's in.
Why is she in?
She's dope. I just like her.
She was on the Gorge. We watched the Gorge.
Yeah.
That's her.
I'm inviting her to the cookout.
She's in Furiosa.
Furiosa, yeah. She's invited.
Why?
I just like her. She's just dope. Okay. Yeah, she's dope. She seems cool. I like her. She's invited to the cookout.
I don't know. I'll have to watch. Gotta see her press runs.
Mel Robbins.
Oh yeah,
she's invited to the cookout. Shout out to Mel Ryan,
yeah.
babe.
Yeah. Oh, I have one more.
She's so dope.
Okay.
Coach Tibbs. Thibodeau. Coach Thibodeau. Who the Knicks just fired. He got the Knicks just fired in the playoffs.
Yeah. What the hell?
Coach Tibbs is invited to the cookout, son.
I agree.
Yeah, he's invited to the cookout.
Because I seen a little
No, that was AI, yo. That wasn't him.
We got invited for the comb over. Okay, the comb over is gonna get him in.
Just for what he did with the Knicks,
amen.
He's invited.
Absolutely.
And he shouldn't have been fired. So
he should not have been fired.
But there's probably something else there that we don't know about. Who else you said?
My girl from Sinners, Haley Steinfeld. The white girl from Sinners.
She's invited to cookout. Everybody know that. She's invited to the cookout, son. Even the head vampire in Sinners is invited to the cookout. The way he was dancing.
Yeah, the way
Come on, son. He kicked the foot
he
up.
kicked the leg all the way up. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
They are definitely invited to the cookout. Yeah,
sure.
Shorty was definitely invited. She was super dope. So I'll do the renewed cookout status list. I have a list of people.
You got a list?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have told you about this, but
Okay.
you're good with that anyway. I don't have to give you too much runway. Renewed cookout status. These folks are renewed automatically. They don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Action Bronson,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
John.
First of all, he's cooking.
He's cooking.
Yeah.
He's cooking. John Stewart,
Okay. Yes.
Parks.
Oh, Parks for sure.
Parks has a lifetime
Yeah.
membership. I'm
Absolutely.
only doing this just for the pod.
Yeah.
Parks has a lifetime membership to the cookout, and he
Absolutely.
can cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. They talk about it all the time. He can cook.
Oh, Parks.
Rory,
Okay.
you know Rory.
Yes.
Yeah,
from
Rory's
Rory and
invited.
Mal.
Yeah, from Rory and Mal. Rory's invited.
Okay. All right.
Steve Kerr
Okay.
and Greg Popovich
Greg Popovich.
from Spurs.
Okay, from the
Yeah.
Spurs.
Yep.
Okay.
All renewed. You guys are in.
So let me ask you, who got kicked out?
Ooh, who's
the
getting
kick-out.
kicked out?
I got one.
Who?
Hold on, let me get his name. Hold on. I know his name, but I gotta get it. I gotta get it right. So it is Jodie Turner Smith's ex-husband.
I don't even know who Jodie Turner Smith is.
Yes, you do.
I don't know the name, baby.
From the CIA movie, The Black Girl.
Okay, who? I don't know who this. What did he do?
They got divorced.
So now he's not. Now he can't come now.
Okay,
Pause.
listen. Her.
Okay, homegirl. Yeah.
So her ex-husband. His name is Joshua Jackson, and he's from Dawson's Creek.
Okay.
They are currently going through some drama with custody of their daughter. And he's broken the custody agreement, and she's fighting basically in court because she's gonna be in a movie, and she's trying to take the little girl with her,
yeah,
and then
more of
going
that.
back and forth.
Right.
And also, he's uninvited, but he keep jumping from black girl to black girl because he wasn't even divorced from Jodie yet, and he was popping up with Lupita.
So y'all uninviting him from the
He's
cookout.
uninvited.
He was invited at one point because his wife was black.
Yeah. And he seemed like he was down for the brown, and
Down
but
for
once
the
the
brown.
once the divorce happens, and then you see him now here with the drama,
Down
and
for
you
the brown.
you bouncing from black girl to black girl,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
uninvited. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
you're uninvited. You're not cool no more.
I don't know if I have anybody who's uninvited. I'm sure there are plenty of people.
Yeah,
I'm sure, but I don't know. I don't have that in my head.
yeah.
right
He's
now.
at the top of my list of the uninvited.
Yeah, we don't have no problem with that. We don't care about that motherfucker anyway.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we like her. So
yeah, and we love her.
Yeah.
So-
You know who else is invited? The dude that was in the CIA show with her, the lead guy.
Oh yeah,
He's invited to the cookout, yo.
Yeah,
He's dope.
Yeah, he is. Dope.
He's dope.
He is dope. He
He's
is
very dope.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man. Oh, so anyway,
I think Will Ferrell should get invited to the cookout.
Will Ferrell doesn't have to get in. Will Ferrell, he's a lifetime.
Will Ferrell's lifetime?
God, yeah.
Okay.
It's Will Ferrell.
Okay.
It's like Bill Murray. Like you don't even Bill Murray. First of all, he doesn't need invites. He just shows up.
Just showed up.
Yeah, he does
But
not
you know,
get turned
Bill
down.
is supposed to be down with the Brown.
Yeah, I bet he is. I thought you had something right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I bet he is. There's rumor. Remember they talking about him and
Kellis. Yeah.
Anyway.
Lord have mercy.
Let me see. That was fun. I wonder what people are gonna say. I'm looking forward to hearing.
I'm looking forward.
Hopefully we can get that posted because I'm gonna be in Italy, so
Yes.
no, we're not gonna be posting too much to the grams.
Okay.
Let me see. Anything that top subject? We're gonna save that for Patreon.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, let's save that for Patreon.
Okay. What about alternate?
Huh?
What about the alternate?
Oh yeah. So another question. I got a lot of questions today.
I see.
And this goes for folks out there too. What is alternate universe you doing? What does that person do? What kind of stuff they're into? Are they into? What is alternate universe you doing? And I hadn't even thought about this much for myself. So, yo, you got to answer. I can see it in your eyes. Go ahead.
Alternate universe Trina is rich. Okay. Alternate universe Trina comes in my dreams because sometimes I'm living what she's doing. First of all, because the alternate universe, we all cross sometimes. So the dreams be feeling real because that's the other person. So
do you believe that for real?
I do.
Okay.
Alternate universe Trina is rich. She flies private jets. She does something, but I don't know what it is. She might be a spy. Either she's a spy or she's a consultant of some sort to some kind of spy related thing. But she's rich. She lives a lavish lifestyle. She drinks amazing wine. And she has this
You sure this is not this universe you? It sounds very similar.
Did I miss something? What lavish lifestyle am I over? Am I doing something lavish?
Yes. Your entire life is lavish. Alternate universe Tina might be lavisher.
Yes, she's lavish. She's lavish. She's got this amazing house with these views. Like I've seen it. The views are amazing. And it's in another country. It's not in the US. She lives in another country, but she's popping countries a lot. So that's why I think she's a spy or something. But she is living an amazing life. But she don't have no kids. You might be my husband. Or we have sex regularly. And but she's like
City boys up. Go ahead.
She's living an amazing life.
Okay.
I know that for a fact.
Okay. That's interesting because I think your life is quite great.
It is. Oh, absolutely.
So when I thought, alternate universe is like, if you have a plane, this person is standing this way, that person is standing that way, like complete
opposite,
almost opposites.
Oh no,
but maybe not.
She's way more lavish.
Yeah, I could dig it.
Way.
Okay.
There's handguns. There's guns. Too.
There's guns.
There's guns.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Alternate universe me, I think, is working for like the CIA. Yeah, I think so.
Holy shit.
You know why? Because I am very good at reading people. As you've witnessed, I call out people's behavior and sometimes even what their intentions might be, with very little interaction or no interaction, just hearing things. And I think alternate universe me might be like a CIA, like a interrogator type of deal.
So if I'm a spy in alternate universe and you're an interrogator, do you think we're gonna?
How long are we gonna keep up with the lies? How long are we gonna keep the charade up?
I'm saying alternate universe us sounds really like a possibility.
Alternate universe us?
Yeah.
Oh, yours is a spy, you said?
Yeah.
You said that?
I did.
I didn't hear you say that.
You didn't hear me. That was the first thing I said. She's a spy.
I
think she's a spy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might. Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
I just heard the rich part.
Yeah, she's a spy though. I think she's a
spy. Maybe so. I think that's something that I could have done, or like even like a psychiatrist or something like that.
Okay.
Because it's a thing. Wow. Or if I want to go over your theory, right, and the whole dreams thing, my dreams are a lot of times tied up into some type of criminal activity. So I might have been a criminal. I might be a criminal in an alternate universe as well, which are two very contrasting things. Yeah. Well, CIA not so much, but
mine has violence in it too. Remember, I told you I've woken up from us getting shot and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's an interesting thing. I wonder what people's alternate universe.
Somebody gonna think I'm crazy.
Sure, you know. What are y'all alternate universe people doing out there? Very curious about that.
Yeah. And do you believe in alternate universes? Do you think that there's another you? Do you think there's another 5 yous? There's like 5 other alternate universes spinning at the same time, and you're in all of them?
You about to get me started.
We watched that show on Showtime.
Which one?
Where it was the alternate universe where the guy, you weren't supposed to meet your alternate universe self, and they went down the steps and they walked into another universe, and they eventually found like there was a girl who was hopping back and forth.
Yeah,
it was like,
and then he had it was a whole bunch of him.
Yeah,
remember when he had the house and his lady?
I'm not talking about that one, but I forgot about that one.
with the black box and all that.
The black box. Yeah, that's on Apple TV. What you're talking about?
That was fire.
That was crazy.
That was fire.
I was talking about like way back in the early mid 2000s. There was a show on Showtime or Stars.
You're not talking about Quantum Leap? You didn't watch Quantum Leap? You didn't watch Quantum Leap?
Who was in that? Is that with the old guy?
That was the first
from Lost.
No, this guy wasn't in Lost.
Okay.
You didn't watch Quantum Leap?
I did not. Oh, the one who played the show that I'm talking about, the guy that played Saint Nick with the Rock, he was in that. The alternate universe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to look for it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Let me see. What time we got left? You want to talk about what we're watching?
Okay. Cool. Let's do it.
The Where's Brunch podcast, as you can see. And here's what we're watching on TV.
Excuse me, partner. Can you keep that shit down? You see me watching TV.
Oh, man.
Well,
yes.
You guys know we love a good documentary.
Yes. Yes, we do.
And we watched Netflix. Was it last night or the night before last? I can't remember.
That was last night.
It was last
yesterday
night?
evening, yes.
Okay. The Fall of Favre.
Yes. Brett Favre stinking ass.
And he's still alive. So I don't know how he feel about seeing this here documentary.
I don't care about how he feel about it.
But Brett Favre.
Yeah, this documentary detailed Brett Favre's rise to success and how he really bought into the celebrity thing.
Yes.
And did celebrity things and expected celebrity treatment and celebrity and ended up kind of this is public knowledge.
Yes.
Kind of not forcing himself, but coming onto someone who was in the chain. You know, when he played for the Jets, she worked for the Jets.
Yeah.
He was Brett Favre, star quarterback for the Jets. And he was kind of forcing the issue with this chick trying to come onto her. And it all got leaked to the news. And then, of course, his other scandal with the welfare money that they were stealing.
In Mississippi.
It was a cool little doc. It's Untold, the Untold series on Netflix, which is a really good series. They have a lot of great stories on there. But yeah, Brett Favre, he's a piece of shit.
I am so flabbergasted, but not flabbergasted at the fact that he hasn't done any jail time for this. Like,
come on, you already know.
I mean, if the text messages say there's no way that it's gonna come back to me, right? Like, if these are the text messages
he's saying
that he's saying, and that he received this money. Not only did he receive money, the school where his daughter was attending, Southern Mississippi, the volleyball team, they built a new stadium, a facility for the volleyball team by way of the welfare money.
Yep.
For his daughter.
Built a stadium for an arena, a court for his daughter to play volleyball.
Who's only going to be there 4 years, max.
All the poor white people that lost out on that welfare money because of Brett Favre.
Yes. And ain't nobody did no jail time.
Nobody did no jail time.
Nobody's in trouble.
No charges.
No charges have been filed. The money, the paper trails are there.
Yeah.
His business also got money.
Yeah.
And then a business that he was supporting for CTE, the test trials for a drug that was supposed to deal with CTE, but never made it to production.
Nope.
Funneled money to that too.
Yeah, he's a moron.
Like, I know people worship football and America loves football and it's America's national pastime and all those things, but how can one person get away? The essay thing, I'm not surprised he got away with it and that she ended up losing her job.
It's not. It wasn't essay.
SA.
They never met in person.
I'm talking about the junk pics. The junk pics.
Oh, okay. Or they consider that sexual assault?
Yes. Harassment. Okay,
yeah,
so
it's harassment.
HH. So yeah,
we can say sexual harassment.
We can say sexual harassment.
Listen, everybody is so crazy these days. You can't say anything.
Well, I don't want us to get pinged on it.
Whatever.
So the sexual harassment of the young woman, the incessant texting, the sending the pics of his junk. I'm not surprised that she was the one who lost her job and he just kept it pushing. That's what happens to women. But he didn't get any kind of reprimand. And she didn't get, I'm shocked she didn't sue the Jets and get some money.
I know, right? I wonder why she didn't do that.
Why didn't she do that?
They didn't say anything about that.
No, they didn't.
And she was like, it wasn't any interaction. She wasn't like, she was like no from the beginning.
Right. And she said she
was like, I love my job.
Never met him.
Yeah, never met him in person, never been in the same room. So on and so
never
forth.
been in the
tell
same
him
room.
the whole damn dot.
Oh, yeah.
But go watch it. It's dope. It's good.
It's very good, but it's sad because one of the roundabout closeout of the story was, if he were to go back to Green Bay today and want to do X, Y, and Z, everybody would be cool.
Yeah, he got into the Hall of Fame.
He got into the Hall of Fame in spite of this questionable money thing with the state of Mississippi.
Yep.
With no reprimand.
Nasty work.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we see it over and over though.
We do, but if he were Michael Vick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we already saw that.
We saw how quickly his career was going to go down the tubes for the dogfighting.
Yep.
But Brett Favre gets several millions.
Shout out to Mike Vick on the clawback too, man. He came back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And Michael Vick actually is in the documentary talking.
He is, which I thought was interesting.
I thought that was interesting.
I mean, it was a statement.
It was a statement.
Yeah, it was a statement.
It was definitely a statement because here you have another quarterback who his career was practically ruined.
Spent time in jail.
Yes. And America was booing him and all the things for him.
All right, Trina X.
All right,
calm down over here. I see it happening, yo. We are not going to LA. We are not going out there.
No, we're not, because we're going to Italy. Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, I think that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else. The rapper, Whippin' Nene rapper, Watch Me Nene got 30 years for killing his cousin back in 2021, I believe. So he's gone, you know what I'm saying? Thoughts and prayers, brother. She's doing the Watch Me Nene. Oh, man, I never knew how to do that then. I never tried to. Anything else there's nothing else on the board.
Hobbies.
I think we covered it. Oh, a hobby. We haven't taken up new hobbies, huh? Mm-hmm. We've taken up new hobbies. Tell people about your hobby.
One of
I think yours is on camera. Your shot.
One of mine is on camera. Well, first, let me just go with for those who don't know or haven't listened, I did about 4 years of therapy. A lot of self-work, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of recommendations. And one of the things that was always talked about is having something for yourself that brings you joy.
Yeah.
And I had to think about it like, oh, well, I didn't want to make it drinking wine because that first of all, it's just toxic for the body. And yes, I enjoy wine, but that can't be the hobby.
That cannot be the hobby.
It cannot be the
Trust
hobby.
me, whiskey was the hobby for a while. You know, I was in the industry, whatever. But yeah.
So with that being said, I remember watching a TikTok or something or YouTube it was a commercial about some black girls who were finding, you know, this space and this place and this time for themselves by doing Legos. Hence my new hobby.
Be careful.
I know. I'm gonna be careful. I don't want it to break. I know it's very, very. It's very, very. So this is my bamboo. I have some other flowers. They're in my office. Yeah. Some flower pots, some minis. I'm currently working on the love sign that I was like the Philadelphia LOVE in red and blue. I was supposed to have that done for today, but it's not. I started getting back to it, but it's really just like a fun thing. I know they're very wobbly.
Oh man, I'm scared.
Okay, I'm gonna put it back. But it's a great way to like go in the office.
Don't take your eye off of it.
Okay, sit at my desk, turn on some music, have a glass, maybe.
He just bark?
Yeah, he just barked. Means what's the matter, Bubba? Maybe have a glass of something. I'll put on a podcast. You gotta
go outside, that's why.
Oh, I might put on Mama Tina's book. I'll put on a book, an audio book, whatever, and just start building. And it's just like a time to just disconnect. I'm not answering the phone. I actually use the app. That Legos has an app, and as you complete steps, the steps are on the app and you can just swipe across and it guides you through. Sometimes you're doing something complex and you need the 3D flip it over so you can see the connecting of the Legos, how they lock in. Sometimes you might think you did it right and then, oh, that was wrong. I need to take it apart and do it again.
We didn't have that as kids, did we? We just
didn't.
had a big ass box full of pieces and you had to figure it out. Yo.
Yeah. So
the
now
Lego situation is no joke.
I got the book as well as the app. And it's really, really
You seem
cool.
to really love it and enjoy it.
I do. I enjoy it.
I love it.
I think it's really great. And I appreciate the gifts of Legos that I receive. I received the bonsai plant from my daughter. She also got me this one. She got the bamboo. You got me the love. And like I said, I got the bonsai, and I got the first one, which was the cherry blossom plant thing that I did. The first one, it's in there. So it's just a really good thing. It's a great hobby, and it's fun. And sometimes while I'm doing my hobby, you're doing your hobby.
Yes. My new hobby is right here behind us. I got a turntable set. Got a mixer. You know what I'm saying? Got the hookup with speakers over there. And, just playing around with blends and, mixes and stuff like that. It's just fun, man. I love it. I've always loved it. My cousin had a set of turntables when I was a kid. And every blue moon, he would let me get on there and do some, maybe twice ever. And then later in life, a friend of mine, when I was in the military, he had a setup in his dorm room. A couple 1200s and mixer and all that. He was from Virgin Islands, so we would go in there and I would I made a couple mixtapes and whatnot, dance hall music, and I kind of natural. Now dance hall is easy. You know what I'm saying? Dance hall is really easy because you got a bunch of artists on the same beat. So hip hop is very difficult for me, but I'm getting used to it. I'm just practicing around. I'm not trying to be a DJ and nothing like that, but I'm getting to a point where I might be able to do what do they call them?
Your bar mitzvah?
No, not the bar mitzvahs. What is it called? When everybody just hang out, the kickback. I might be able to throw a couple tunes on for your kickback. I might be getting there soon. Still working on my blends and stuff like that. So. It's fun, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? That little mix in the beginning of this pod, for those on Patreon who heard it, that was me. I just threw it together, but I had to do that like 6 times because it's like technical difficulties, different things happen for no reason, no explanation, so on and so forth. You had to do the mix over, and I didn't want you to hear it before I played it, so you were gone, so I was trying to get it done before you got home and whatnot. But not like it was a surprise, but I just want cool. Me, I like the reaction, live reaction.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my hobby now. I got all these records. I got 100 and something records, vinyl records that I got from my parents, and some of those were my early on hip hop records as well. As you can see, the Fat Boys over there and all that. So I've had those for all these years, and I finally got a DJ set up. And now we're looking to move out of the country at some point, so I probably will end up having to get rid of it. But we'll see.
Storage.
Yeah. So yeah, we got hobbies now. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when the old folks. Hobbies.
When you don't have no kids at home, you actually have time to yourself.
Yeah. yeah. Yo, that graduation hit home for you, didn't it?
Y'all.
Oh man, good time, yo.
The song?
What song, baby?
Didn't I have to have a song?
Oh no, we do have another segment. That's right. We gotta do this for the Patreon, baby. We got the Tune Wars. I almost forgot. I knew it was something. I'm sitting here. I gotta start writing that on the board as well.
I'm like.
Yeah. So let me see. We're gonna do Tune Wars. So Tune Wars again. Tune Wars is us picking a theme. Picking one song each. We play them, and then you guys, can comment what resonates most with you, or who you picking, what songs the joint that you like the most. This week we're going with soundtrack songs, right? Soundtrack songs. So you never sent me your song.
Oh, I can send it to you now.
Okay, yeah, send it to me.
My
so
apologies.
I don't have to say it.
I thought that I did. I was playing it in the bathroom. It's weird. I had two. I was so stuck at one song.
I have two as well, just in case we pick the same song.
Oh, you definitely didn't pick this one. Trust me. Hold on.
We'll play yours first this week.
You gonna play mine first?
Yeah. Last week I played mine first. We'll play yours first this week.
Okay. I'm gonna send it to you from. Oh. I texted it to you.
Okay.
Now, just for a little background, 1994, the movie is Pulp Fiction, and I happen to have a BMG or Columbia House membership. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm just looking at it right now.
I listened to the Pulp Fiction soundtrack, and this song became sort of a kind of thing in the dorm. That it was a song that I played that was really, really weird, but it stuck, and people loved it. Takia loves it, sings it. It's a song, but again, it is from the Pulp Fiction soundtrack, 1994. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Very
very
alternate universe-ish.
Hey, flowers on the wall.
Let's see. Pete Rock and CL Smooth in the alternate universe is the Statler Brothers.
I love it. Can I just tell you what my other song was?
Go for it.
My other song was from Dead Presidents, and it was Sly and the Family Stone. If you want me to stay.
Nice. My alternate was Fight the Power by Public Enemy.
Oh!
Do the right thing. Yeah. The only reason I didn't play it is because I know he has to go out, and that song is like 7 minutes or something.
1989!
Number.
Another summer.
Get down.
Sound of the fucking drummer. Know you got soul.
Yo.
Can we play when we get back?
I'll play a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying?